Quickie, Frazier. Come on, honey. Hi. Hi. Come here. I got you. Come here. Here you go. Say hi. Hi. What are you doing, honey? Hi. What do you see? Give it another minute or two. What do you see? Hey, what's happening? All right. Guys, jump in if you want to. Just going to have a quick little get together Tuesday night. Drinking a little old tub. Nothing special. By any means. Yeah, let me know you're here. Jump in the chat. Hey, Kyoko. Yeah, man, I love that old tub. I think I may have told you I gave like 5 bottles away at Christmas. For the money, I don't think you can beat it. Just to be honest, I really like it. How you been doing, man? How you been feeling? Hope you're doing okay. I try to get on as much as I can on your streams. Hey, Whiskey Corner. Yeah, man, I love that old tub. I forgot I had it back here. I think I've already put it back up. No, I got it here. I think it's pretty good. I like the story, the beam story it has with it. I think it's quite interesting. What are y'all sipping on, if anything? I was watching Bourbon Junkies, and I just kind of got bored. They're great. Don't get me wrong. I just thought I'd do something different. just to see what everybody was doing. Feeling a bit off today. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I'm glad. Glad you got out, man. I know it's tough. I'd like to send you some samples too. I don't know if you want samples of anything. I know you like doing the bottle reviews, but hey, no problem there at all. Yeah, I'm tickled. You're here. But not much going on today. Pretty day here in Northeast Tennessee. Supposed to rain again tomorrow. What else is new, right? Okay, I can do that, buddy. I think I still got your address. If not, email me. Right there. Shoot me an email, buddy, and I'll get you some stuff out. As you can tell, I've got plenty. No doubt. I'm actually out of room now. Those are 3 deep, so I've kind of got to get on to something else, that's for sure. Yeah, I love this old tub. A lot of fruit note, little floral. Not really a honey note at all. Not really any, maybe a little caramel. Not much, I don't think. Very sweet though. Very candy on the palate. Hey, I hear you. Do you know that one whiskey of the year? I found that out today. Didn't know it. That one whiskey of the year, I found out. I was kind of thrown off my rocker there a little bit about that, but yeah, it kind of threw me off for sure. But I do like it. I get wait a minute now. Let me think for just a second. Kilco, is that not what I sent you? Is that what I sent you, or did I send you the Jack Daniels? I can't remember. I sent one of them. I can't remember which one it was, but they're both good. They are both good. Hey, there's Whiskey Corner. I am now a subscriber, buddy. Yeah, man. Let me get my notifications set to all. Perfect. Gotcha, man. Okay. Yeah. I can't believe it won that, to be honest. I think it's good. Excuse me. Like I said, I've been shitting pine cones and dandelions for a month. Yeah, guys, check out Whiskey Corner. Get on there and sub. Let's do a little bit more here. I've got a cat going batshit crazy here. Good Lord. Animals. Whiskey Tornado did a blind, I think a 5-bottle blind yesterday. And I think Early Times Bottled and Bond won, from what I remember. Yeah, I think it won. Kind of interesting. That is just a sweet. I wouldn't call it. I don't know if it's a cherry. Y'all help me out. Tell me what y'all get. I get a sweet, maybe sweet cherry, like a wild cherry. Not really anything jumping out crazy. Excuse me. The nose and the palate are really close. I think they're really close. Gosh, that's good though. Mm. Hey, Kyoko, have you done this one? I think you have, haven't you? I think you've done this one. I can't remember. That's okay. You do a lot, man, for all of us on your tastings. You definitely do a lot, that's for sure. No doubt about that. Whew. Oh man. Yeah, guys. Check out Whiskey Corner, man. He did 7 bourbons to try under $100 last week, and I'm gonna check all these out again tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. Love your tropical picture with the Eagle Rare, man. That's just badass. That's just badass. Mm. That is unique. It's I get a little bit of Bibb and Tucker feel from it. To be honest, from the notes I remember from Bibb and Tucker. Jenny's got it over on her bar, so I'd get up and get it, but I might get slapped. She got the new barrel. I got her for that for Mother's Day. That barrel rye. It's got like rum cask and all the different finishes in it. But yeah. Huh. Well. Hey, Truett. Yeah, that's crazy. No doubt. Mm. Makes me want to go. It's funny. What are we at here on the proof? 100 proof. Makes me want to get a little 110, 115 something going. Let me do that. Let's grab something. Let's hit old Baker's. Do y'all like the new Baker's bottle? I love it. I've seen people post on the pages here lately of the old bottle they're still finding, but I really like the new bottle. Wow. Tennessee. I've done some damage. Me and Jenny's done some damage to that. Oh, man. That is straight up caramel candy popcorn. Let me let that aerate for a second. I've got a bunch of new glassware that just came in and testing it out. It's pretty cool. I'll show you some of them. Where'd they go? Pretty nice. We've changed the logo since we've sent this order in. We're going to ditch the bottom and just keep it that. Everybody knows it's us. So yeah. Oh, there she is. I know. It's 5.5 weeks, to be honest, because I have a countdown on my chalk or my board at home. Yes, that's my nephew, Truett. He does a lot of 5 Nights at Freddy's. 5 nights, I think that's right, Truett. 5 Nights at Freddy's or 5 Nights at Freddy's, whatever, on his page. So yeah, check out his page for sure. Oh man, that's good. That is so good. Let me see here. Where we at? I may just put Truett's little thing up here. There he is. Right there. Let me see. Thanks, man. We enjoy it. We thought it worked out pretty good. I think that'll work, Truett. Yeah, the logo, yeah, that's all we're going to do. It's just the logo. We don't need to put our names and date it with a year. So we're going to change all the merchandise, all the hats, everything. We're going to get rid of all that. The new logo up the top here, that 2021 is going to be gone off anything that we buy or sell. I'm sorry. Man, that is a sweet, heavy candy, I think. No doubt. It's really, really good. Yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed to Kilco and Whiskey Corner and Truett's QWERTY Birdie, do it. They're all great channels. A lot of support for us, and I try to support them as much as I can. That's why we're here tonight together. I just sometimes I can try to watch Bourbon Junkies, and sometimes it's just a lot. I don't know. That's just me, and nothing against them. It's just they have a lot going on. Hey, all right. I'm glad. I hope it fit okay because we've had some trouble with that. Hey, Laura, Cheryl gave me a number to one of her best friends in Raleigh that has a company that does shirts, and even though they're soft and comfortable, excuse me, I don't think the logo after a bunch of washes is going to last. So I may get in the t-shirt business. Hey, there he is. Hey, I also did. Of course I did. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'll have a bunch of stuff at the beach, Laura. I've got crap at the yin yang. So, but yeah, Laura, what we need to do, we need to get a liquor plan together and everybody bring a bottle or two. I thought me and Dad were talking about it on Saturday night. That's the first time Dad had ever been here and seen this. He's like, "What we taking? What we taking?" So I was like, we'll have to figure it out. So if you see a bottle or two that you can get it. And then we'll just all have, 8, 10, 12 bottles for the week, and every night do a couple. Thought that'd be fun. So yeah. Yeah, man, that'd be a lot. But anyway, anybody else drinking anything special? Yeah, there's Kilco's message. He found it right there. That's okay, man. I knew you'd had it. I knew you did. Mm. Yeah, these notes are just so pure. The more it aerates, man, the more that candy releases it. Yeah, Discovery 4. It's not here yet. Oh God, big is better than small. That's for sure. Yeah, Ben, it's not here yet. It's what happened. I think I don't know if you heard me say this in previous streams or on the videos that the distributor here ordered so many cases of Series 3 that they still have them at the warehouse. So they're not going to order a Series 4 till they can dump the Series 3. So if I get one, I have to get it somewhere else. Hey, John, what's happening, brother? Got your email. I got you. John, what's going on, man? Talk. What you been into? Anything good? And let's see here, guys. Anybody? I am all about inviting whoever, and I can do earphones if I need to. Man, that's so good. I like to let it sit there, let it do its thing. See if the cream will run down your palate, your tongue, get you kind of fired up there. Yeah, I got you. I got you, Brian. I got you. I got you covered, buddy. Yeah, I've got some good stuff coming. Actually, I did a store pick. You may have heard me talk about it. I just got a replacement bottle of the 9-year 100 proof, 103 proof Dickel. I want you to try that for sure. Let me know what you think. I did get a sweet little gift today in the mail. That'll be a show on its own right there. For show. There's my main man. Nope. Have you? I guess not, or you wouldn't be asking me. For sure. Oh, wow. Can I ask you what your retail was? Sorry about these chairs squeaking. That shit'll be fixed tomorrow. I got 2 I'm getting. It's ridiculous, I know. There we go. Cheers to the great DC. Yeah, DC, I was showing what I showed you earlier. And then the next batch, all this at the bottom will be gone, and it'll be just that. And I think that's good enough. Bobby, Bourbon Battalion, was saying, everybody knows Marty and Jenny now. We don't need our names on there because that's just kind of old-fashioned. So I think he's right, and everybody else has responded and told me so. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh, wow. There you go. Good. I'd love to hear. Yeah, DC's right. That's about right. You did good, no doubt. Went and saw Thomas today, DC, for about 2 hours. He said, "Taste anything you want." Hell, I did, and I had to wait another hour before I could drive home. Oh, Lord have mercy. I got you. There we go. I've got plenty of stickers. That's so good. Yeah. Sometimes you just don't want to talk. You just want to take it in. It's hard. It's hard to run a show and talk and drink. Kilco's great at it. Kilco is great at it. What time you going, man? He's leaving Saturday for a quick trip. So I told him I may come down Saturday and just hang around the store. Because I can always upsell people all day long. He had a guy in there last Saturday. I was nosing around. And he's a young guy, and he was kind of checking things out, didn't really know where anything was. And he said, "You got any good weeded bourbon?" I ran over to the Old Elk store pick, weeded. He goes, "Oh, yeah, I'll try that." And I said, "There you go. You won't be disappointed by any means on that one. That's for sure." Yeah, it's so good. Actually, I may just go ahead and hit that in a second. What time we at? 15 to 10. Oh, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Yeah, man. Kilco kills it, man. Literally. No pun intended. Hey, it's okay, man. It's okay. Oh, man. Let's see. What did I want to do? Or something else. Oh, let's just go ahead and do it. It's right here. that proof is a little solid right there. And as you can tell, I have milked this bottle. Laura, if you see any old elk in North Carolina, I suggest it doesn't matter which one jump on it. You can see them up here behind me. They're phenomenal. Greg Metz is their master distiller, and it's currently still MGP out of Indiana, but it's now getting ready to be distilled in Colorado. So it's going to still be great. Hey, Aneth. Hope the hat worked out okay, sweetie. Sorry it took forever. The nose is a caramel, easy, heavy caramel. Nothing wants to fight. It's like it's got a piece of what am I trying to say? Plastic over it that won't let nothing else come through it. I'm gonna let it work for just a second. On the back end, DC. Yep, I get it on the back end. Dad wanted a bottle in Bristol, and I bought him one and took it up, and he puts him just a little bit of water in it. Yeah, it does have just a little bit, no doubt. I'm trying to think what that is. I'm getting something. Let me clean up here. There's something there. I don't know if it's a dipping stick. You know, when you dip it in the candy, there's something there that's just a little quirky about it. Put a little water in there. See how that reduces that. See if that funkle, like DC's talking about, it does have a little aroma funk on the back end. See if that does something to it just a little bit. It calmed it down. So the heat releases the funk. It's calm, but the water actually is nice. That is unique. I would have loved to seen the other choices he picked from to see what they compared to this choice, this barrel here. Yeah, it's got almost a cooked steak funk. That makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, it's hard for me to pinpoint that, but yeah, there's something there that's kicking you a little bit, kicking you like, oh, wait a minute, you think you got the flavor, then hold on, let me hit you with that. Yeah, there's something there. Let me wash out again because I'm just. There's something that's just funky cold Medina. Yeah, It is. It's so unique to what it is. It's so unique. I don't have anything else that hits you like that. I've got several of B&B store picks that hug you on the back end heavy, I think, and that does hug you on the back end heavy. It's creamy. It's got the oil, but they ain't gone. I mean, it is straight up straight wheat. I mean, if you're in a wheat business, if you like the wheat game, 6 years. Yeah, this is just solid wheat, man. 95% winter wheat and 5% malted barley. There's your 100 right there. Straight up wheated. Love you, babe. Have a big day tomorrow. Yeah, Total Wine's got them. They're probably about $65 to $78, I think. They're pricey. But if there's something else you'd rather have, I'm not going to tell you not to get it and dive on this because this is just unique. DC can tell you it's got something there. And buddy, it is thick. You can see let me do it again. It's hard to see with that logo, but I mean, it is thick on that glass. Yeah, I saw it this morning or when he released it. I love it when people put stuff out during the day. I can watch it on my iPad. Yeah, we got to try to get a hold of a bottle of that somehow. Did you see Mash and Drums review today? I can't remember which one it was. What that was. I Googled it and then I couldn't find that bottle anywhere, and it came in the box, so we probably won't find it. That's for sure. Mm-hmm. It is a heavy palate, man. It's good. Oh, that's solid. Good Lord, I love that heavy stuff. Man, that is. I tell you what, Whiskey Corner, get it if you can. I think you'll really enjoy it. I think you will. I think with the other stuff you've had, I think you'll get a kick out of it. I really do. I mean, the legs on this thing, they're all over the place. It's unbelievable. Hey, DC. Good God, my cats are fucking crazy. Do you like rare breed rye, perchance? Yeah, I mean, it's a solid nipple, buddy. That is a real cork. That is awesome. Jenny will cut when we're done. She'll get a razor blade and cut into them and set them up, and she'll put little 5x7 pictures in them to use as little picture frames. It's up here. I'll show you. I know you know what I'm talking about. Haven't opened it yet, but didn't know if you had it. Somebody the other night said that the elk topper that comes with some of the gift packs, when this bottle's dead, I need to put it on top of Stag Junior. I was like, that's a thought. Man. I I'm going to have to go for some more. It's just the uniqueness of it and the flavors that bust are just so good. I need to figure out like a stand to put like right here, the bottle I'm drinking. I'll work on that. That'd be kind of neat. Do you like it? Or am I going to be extremely disappointed? Because I know Thomas only got like half a case. So that's why I was asking you. You can hit him tomorrow up for that. Yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We just have a good time and talk, and I'm not here to go batshit crazy on anybody or anything. But yeah, if you can subscribe, that'd be awesome. I hear you. Okay, good. Oh, I tell you what, I think I know where that's going, and I think I will keep the bottle unopened. That is the fair thing to do. Yeah, Whiskey Corner, I actually was in Charlotte, North Carolina. God, when did we go? February. And we were over there. Jenny wanted to go to IKEA and do some things. So we spent 2 nights over there, and I hit every damn liquor store I could hit. And it was in a gift box, kind of like the Old Elk gift box here. And I walked by it the first time, so I made another round of the store, and I saw it. And it was the same price with the stopper as it was without. So, yeah, I jumped all over it, man. I think it's cool as hell. And I asked Thomas, I said, you got any more of those? He goes, no. But he goes, maybe we can order some. I said, God, I'd like to have about 5 more for all the bottles I've got. But yeah, one of the next shows we're going to do or live streams, I'm going to hit that Old Elk. That is Sour Mash Batch 1 in the box. So, yeah, I need to hit that too. Yeah, DC, he has some of those on the floor if you haven't had that. If not, I'll send you some of that one. God, it's so creamy. That gets so good. Thank you, buddy. Let me throw this up here because I'm really proud of it. Right here. Yeah, I want to put it beside Pikeville. I want to put it beside Elijah Craig, and I want to put it beside Sazerac. I want to kind of do I don't know. It's hard to do a blind at your own place unless you got somebody set up for it. You know, Austin, our daughter's boyfriend, has helped us with a lot of the editing and stuff in the past as we were starting, and so yeah, he helped me with all that, the blinds in the past, but that's hard to do. Yeah, guys, if you can get some of this wheated straight wheat whiskey, I'll show it to you again 6-year. You know, the actual label here will be a little different because of it being a store pick, but you can still get it. If you can get a store pick, even better. So yeah, it's awesome. Where the hell did he go? Mike Stahl was hollering at me, I thought. Let's go ahead and pop that back up here again, just in case somebody wants to come in with me. One day I'm going to have DC on here. I'll be the first. There he is right here. Let me... Gosh, man. I can't get over it. It's so good. Yeah, guys, check out that site right there and let me know what you think. And like I said, I've already reached out to Thomas, a different Thomas, that does our glassware, and we're going to get rid of, like I said, the McLeods and the established in 2021. I've got a decanter, and I've got the Glens. I've got these. I've got the glass or the ice glasses for whiskey. I know you do, buddy. We'll see what we can do sometime. I've got an idea for that, by the way. I'll have to shoot you a message because I think it would be awesome. The idea I have, because we've seen others kind of slip in and do it a few times, but they wouldn't expect. Yeah, I've got that well covered. Been thinking about that for a while. But yeah. Okay, let me ask question this. Let me ask y'all this. Your Glens. Do you put them in the dishwasher? I don't. I have a brush for them. I have broken so many in our shitty dishwasher. I don't do it anymore. Tell me what you think. Thanks, Kilco, for coming on, man. Yeah, do your thing, buddy. I can't wait to see your next one. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Kilco, go do so. He is straight up legit. He's a fun time. Please do so if you haven't. Oh, gosh, it's solid. I'm going to end up getting slammered, like DC said. How far am I into that bottle? I've just busted the neck pour out, so I'm getting down to the good stuff. But it's these pours here. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more. Good God, the creamy, the caramel, the honey, the heavy, the syrup side of it is really starting to explode now with it. Yeah, man, I agree. I'll show y'all something if you don't have this. I've got two. I've got a backup. Yeah. So if y'all haven't seen this, they're on Amazon. And it is the Karen Cleaner. Has a very soft pad. Fill your glass half up with soap. Perfect. Highly recommended if you don't have one of these. Before it's too long, they're going to be a sponsor. I've already reached out to them and said, hey, you want to sell some of these, you need to get on YouTube with me. So there's their plug. See, that's the thing, man. I get so involved when Thomas does these store picks for B&B because I know how great they are. And I've learned, too, in the last year, if I'm in Knoxville, Johnson City, Chattanooga, somewhere in Northeast Tennessee or Southwest Virginia or even in North Carolina, a little traveling we do, I'll go into a store and they're like, oh, they've got this store pick. Oh, how cool. It's Clyde Mays or it's the Lux Row 99, something like that, Ezra Brooks. And I'll grab it. And I've learned in the last year, don't. Because if I would just call Thomas, hey, you got this store pick coming? 99% of the time he does. So, I'll just need to chill and wait for him to get his. So, yeah, that's exactly what I did on this one. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think probably, well, see, dadgum little person toilet brush. Yeah, it's for our cats, but no, it's awesome. Makes it easier. It does. It fits right in the bottom of the belly of the Glens. But I think, well, I've got a couple. I think as in my favorite store pick of his that I've had in the last 3 years is this right here. Well, wait a minute. that I have gone through one bottle earlier when I bought it, and I asked if he had another one, and he found me one and sold me this one, and I have milked it so much that I have bought other ones that are not store picks, so I don't tear into that one quite as fast. So that's kind of what I've done with that. There's Mike Stahl. Absolutely, there's Mike Stahl. Oh man, it's so good. Mike, I want to ask you how the dog's doing, but I'm kind of afraid, so I've kind of thrown it out there. I hope he's eating or she's eating again and everything. It's been a couple days, I know, and I hope you've got good news there. And if not, I'm sorry I brought it up. Guys, if you haven't checked out Livewire Whiskey, please do. They've got him and Whiskey Shits. Awesome. For sure. That is Livewire's link right there, but I'm terrible at it. Hey, buddy.
What's up, bud?
Hey, man. We're just killing time and talking, and I just I know. Oh, there it was. There it was. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I recognized something there getting ready to go down. There it is.
Oh, I figured in your honor.
Awesome, man. I tasted it today, DC. He had it in the back, so I took a couple big swigs. That was probably the one where I couldn't drive home for the next hour.
What's up, DC?
Yeah, man. We gotta get Bourbon Leaf. Let me get him your link on here, buddy. I'll do that here in just a second.
Oh,
well, how's the dog, man? Is that a bad situation? I hope not.
Oh, she was. It's funny. We give her pain meds, and she wants to jump up on the couch and, kind of curl. I lay down, and she curls up, in between my legs on the couch. And like her warm, man, I fell asleep. Not gonna lie, I was out.
Is she eating?
Yeah, she eats. Yeah, so she's eating and drinking right now. She hasn't dropped a deuce yet. Not to share too much, but yeah, she. It's good that she's eating and drinking, and the hardest part is getting her to take the dang medicine.
Oh, really? You have to force it down?
She's just like my wife. She's stubborn.
Is it a syringe or a pill?
No, it's a pill. And so trying to get it down, like I held her mouth closed like this for and we didn't have the good cheese. All we had was like Swiss cheese. So that doesn't like stick to the pill and get around it good. Yeah. And so I held it like that. She stayed for that, for like 45 seconds. And as soon as I let go, she spit it right out.
Dadgone. What about peanut butter? Yeah.
Yeah, we tried peanut butter. Like we tried peanut butter with no pill in it. And she just kind of licked it, but didn't really do much. I went and got just like that, American cheese slices, which, like sticks really well. And she ate it then. It was pretty good.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, man.
Yeah, she's a good little girl. She better be good.
That's awesome.
So how are you doing tonight, man?
I'm good. I just I've had a good week so far. Yeah, DC said good to hear, man.
Yeah, thanks, DC.
I don't know. I've been in a kind of a funk at work, and everything's kind of gotten really busy, and I've gone. The hell, I even went to the gym today. So, I've kind of, I don't know. I've started feeling better. I don't know. I just got a little more energy, so I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm just going to try to be a better me, I guess, to say it the best way I can.
That was my son in the background. Hold on, I'm going to close my door.
That's all right. Let's see what you need to do.
He turns 16 tomorrow morning, or I guess at midnight.
Oh boy,
16-year-old. That's our last one. So,
wow.
yeah.
How many do y'all have?
So I have 3 stepkids, 4 total.
Wow.
So he's the 4th one. The stepkids are older and out of the house, and they've all graduated from college already.
Yeah, we graduated the last one Saturday, so
yeah. Whew. And then this one we just hope graduates from high school. Like he's just kind of a
he'll find his niche, man.
Yeah, he's been work, that's for sure, compared to the other 3. The other 3 are close in age, so they kind of, get in a groove together. When you have one, you know, as a parent, you get a little lazy.
Well, I know, and then you get, I don't know. Me and Jenny's talked about it, like with Caroline. Like, are we actually getting lazy as parents and just letting things slide, or do we not care as much?
Yeah.
You've seen that like 3 times. You know, kind of how to fight it if you have to.
Well, it's a little bit easier when you had 3 all similar ages, because you ground one of them, you still have 2 happy kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like that when you have just one, it's when he's miserable. Like he's just great at making us miserable because he's the only one left in the house. So yeah.
I think you just explained Caroline right out the damn door. That's yeah.
Yeah, he'll just annoy the heck out of us until we get there.
Mm-hmm.
Until we let him like have video games. That's his big thing, is we try to use video games because he loves it more than life itself.
I never was a gamer. Were you a gamer? I wasn't.
Oh, I'm Gen 1 gamer, buddy.
Are you really? I just never did. I don't know. I think there was like, I've been to people's houses, they play these war games that look so cool on the big screen and everything. But if I try to watch them work the remote, they're doing everything 100 miles an hour. But if they pass it to me, I can't even walk.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, screw this. I can't do it.
Well, it's amazing. And like the more they do it now, the more that the younger they're capable, right? Like you realize they can do it way younger. So, my kid is like, I used to stream Call of Duty on Twitch.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, I was wrecking kids going like 35-3, and, he would hear me cussing at him. Like that's where I think, I started cussing. But yeah, he'd hear me cussing at kids going, hey, kid's an effing cheater.
Yeah.
How does he keep, quick scoping me and all this stuff? And then, but now he's like that kid, he's like, he'll stream on my Twitch account sometimes, and I'll sit upstairs and watch him, and he's just like dropping them. And I'm like, that's my boy.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's awesome. No, I've tried. I think my this is such a sad thing to say in public, but I think what am I trying to say? The home run, or the furthest I ever got in gaming, was having the Mike Tyson's Punch Out code, to where on Nintendo we could just go fight Tyson.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of where So that was middle 80s stuff.
And once you finally beat him the first time, because you realize like when you have to punch, yeah. Or Bald Bull, he would go into that charge and Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and you'd have to, yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I had an Atari like everybody else,
Oh, yeah.
And I can't remember what year it was. It was early 80s, very early 80s. And my parents were out of town. And this is a really kind of shitty story, but my dad used to work out a whole lot at a little bitty old local gym where I grew up. And he was in there, and one of the guys that he worked out with all the time said, hey, George, I hear you and Becky are going out of town next week. He goes, yeah, we'll be gone like Monday through Thursday. I've got a business thing in Richmond. Kids are staying with the in-laws, which would be me and my sister. So somebody overheard him say that. And long story short, they knew Mom and Dad were gone these 4 days. So what they did was they called a cab in the middle of the night, like let's say Mom and Dad left Monday, on like Tuesday. They had a cab drive them to my house. He told the cab driver to wait out front. They busted in the back door, totally just trounced the entire house, took pillowcases, just stole everything they could, all the jewelry boxes, everything, and they stole my Atari. And I mean, I came home from school. I remember it was a snowy day. My grandfather was to pick me up to take me home because I got off the bus, of course, at the house. He wasn't there yet, so I knew where the key was hidden. So I went and unlocked the front door, and the entire house was ransacked. I've never seen anything like that. So I walk around the house and I peek down the steps to where my little bedroom was, and I could see everything was ransacked down there. And I got real scared. And I was like in second or third grade, and I ran out the front door. And my granddad was pulling up as I ran in and ran out. But yeah, I had an Atari and it got stolen, so it never got replaced. So I go back to what you're saying. I never was a big gamer.
Yeah, I loved it.
DC, I've seen it a bunch, but I haven't touched it because doesn't that have a Japanese or something blend in it? I think I did a little looking into that, but I don't know.
I played, so I used to play like so much. Like I started playing Counter-Strike. Actually, I was playing Counter-Strike when my wife went into labor. And, but then I played StarCraft even before that and after that, and then StarCraft 2 for since 2001. I still play it sometimes. And it's just like, to me, that's the ultimate. It's a strategy game, 1 versus 1. You got to be fast. You can't panic. Yeah, I love that game. And Call of Duty, man, those two are just my jams.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I don't play them much anymore. Life gets in the way of games now.
Well, if I had somebody teach me, like, okay, this does this, you got to, because I'm sure most gamers didn't just start out and have, pick up the remote and say, okay, run over here and jump in the car, beat this guy's ass. Here's your new machine gun, something like that. Okay, DC, so I don't know who they are. Am I even on the planet with that?
I think my 16-year-old plays that, actually, DC.
Big Wig.
Suntory, yeah.
I'm drinking this, Mike. I don't know if you saw me talk about it earlier. It's the Old Elk Straight Wheat. Oh
yeah,
man, it's.
What's the proof on that one?
113.2.
Oh, okay. They keep the proofs up at Old Elk. I was kind of surprised. I found the best Old Elk pick I've seen so far. It was a barrel pick. It's called Red Velvet.
Red Velvet, really?
Yeah, it's the wheated bourbon. It's so good.
I've not. Do you know where it's at behind you? I'd like to see it. I don't even know what that is. Hey, Cool Running. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, you're not kidding. I'm gonna.
Just opened it last week. Haven't had much of it yet, but man. Oh, Velvet Viscosity. I was totally fucking.
Well, no, I've not seen that. Wow. No, I'm kind of.
Yeah, you can only get this at one store in Fort Collins. So it's a single barrel.
Huh. You might have to see a little taste of that sometime. You got any left?
Yeah, I'll send you one. Yeah, that's the same store that has that store pick of Woodinville, and they do pretty well. I like that place.
I'm a Woodinville nut now. I love it.
Those are good. I like the Woodinville picks. Yeah, they're good.
Especially for the money. You're not. It's a quality whiskey for what, under $30?
So the store, or there's a distillery here in the little town that I live in Windsor, and it's called The Heart. So it's a little craft distillery. They have a brewery and a distillery, like two separate businesses, but they're in the same building. And I'm looking at it, and we were there on Mother's Day having not margaritas, Bloody Marys.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at their bottle prices, and dude, like, craft distilleries just think they got something. You know what I mean? Like, they have a barrel proof. They have one that's barrel proof, and it was $96 for a bottle of barrel proof from. I'm like, you're crazy. $96 is a special bottle in my. That's when the special bottles start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that $100 mark, because you're going to pay $100 after tax. That $100 mark it better be special and not just high proof.
Yeah, it better be proven.
Yeah.
Thomas, I was telling people earlier, Mike Thomas was telling me at B&B today that the George Dickel Bottled and Bond won Bourbon of the Year in one of the contests this weekend.
Oh, and the San Francisco ones?
He didn't tell me which one. Was that what was this weekend?
I think it was.
I can't remember.
It was a week or two ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was kind of like, wow, okay. Hey.
Yeah, they were talking about Dickel last night on Whiskey Crusaders.
Yeah.
So Will was going off about how he doesn't like it. I get that, Flintstone vitamin note. And I'm like, I really think Dickel is like peated scotch. Right? Like, that it's if you think of it as Flintstone vitamin, that's all you're going to get. But if you look at it beyond that, it really has more complex flavors. You're just missing it because you tasted that and it was in your head. Kind of like peat. Like if you taste a good peated scotch, instead of tasting like some of these other notes that people talk about, like, salted meat and, barbecue and, sweet smoke, right? All you're tasting is like ocean, vegetables and scotch.
Yeah.
It's like
almost like a fog. You're tasting the ocean fog. I heard somebody say, and I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
And so, I think that's what I think about Dickel. I just think it's if you're going into it expecting to taste, if you get a 15-year Dickel and you expect it to taste like Brown Foreman, like it's not. Like Brown Foreman is different, right? Dickel's a little bit different. It has a little bit of a different note to it, and you have to learn to like. You try new food. Like another example I use is, when I get a deer. And the first time I got a deer, my wife's like, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to try that." And I'm like, "I just want you to know this does not taste like steak."
Yeah,
we get mule deer here in Colorado, not those delicious whitetail you get down in Tennessee.
I don't know about corn. I like mule deer. I like elk a whole lot. Elk is
really good. But mule deer, they eat sage here in Colorado a lot. We have, it's high desert. Even in the mountains, there's a lot of sage, and they're a little gamier. They're not eating the crops like the whitetail are eating in the Midwest, right? And so I just told them, and so she liked it. She's like, I didn't expect to have a steak, even though it was, like a tenderloin. And so, low fat. It's definite. They're definitely lean. Yeah.
It's got a sweet flavor. I've always thought elk had a sweet flavor. I always thought elk would be good on a sandwich.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you could make a steak sandwich out of elk, I thought, like, my God, that's so sweet with that cheese and that onion. I might be onto something here.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the other one that is the best is moose.
I've not had it.
Yeah, so we had when I lived in San Diego, a friend of ours, his girlfriend was from Alaska, and so her family brought down moose steaks and stuff. And man, you eat that. Like I didn't, even know not to compare it to steak, and I thought it was better than steak. Like it was just everything was so tender that they had all sorts of different cuts, and man, it was amazing.
Yeah, it's something I've never had.
They're eating like that lush green stuff at the bottom of a river, like that.
Well, they're big enough they can handle it.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't know, man. I just like Jenny she ran up here to the store tonight, and I'm big on making steaks in the air fryer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we'll buy fillets and sirloins and stuff like that, and put a little olive oil, salt and pepper, and a little garlic salt. I can throw it in that air fryer for about 8 minutes.
Perfect. Really? I've never tried that.
Oh yeah.
I always use the Traeger.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's okay too. That's good stuff.
Yeah. In fact, my favorite way is I have a green egg and a Traeger. I went to Myron Mixon's barbecue school in Unadilla, Georgia one time.
Yeah.
And so, he made fun of me for having, hey, Amy Bone.
Yeah, I'll bring her Amy back up. Hey, Amy, sorry. I didn't mean to click it and kick you out there.
And, so I learned, the green egg stuff, right? And he's all charcoal, and, anybody using a Traeger is not real, but Traeger's just so easy. But I do like grilling on the big green egg with charcoal. Like there's just something the flavor the charcoal puts in the meat. But Traeger works. It's easy, man. Like 10 minutes, it's hot and ready to go.
Those eggs, man, I've never seen anything generate so much heat like they do. You know, buddy of mine, Kevin, has done videos with me in the past. He's got one, and my goodness, you can take your whatever you're cooking, like a pork tenderloin or something, off of it, and go inside and cut it and eat it and talk for an hour and come back out there and it's still damn 180 degrees, 200 degrees. You can throw something else on there. That beats all I ever seen.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Tony Two Toes. The whitetail eat anything. They're kind of like apparently they're a bit like a basset hound. Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're smarter than a basset though. They don't eat freaking rocks.
So what do you think so far? What do you get from it?
It's good, man. I think it competes all day with the 15 I have. And I think it has a little bit less of them. It's more of its own unique flavor. It's almost like just a slightly different profile of the normal Dickel.
I don't think you get the
minerally.
I don't think you get the charcoal filtered from it.
Yeah.
So, which a lot of people convert that into the Flintstone vitamin.
Yeah.
So I don't get that a lot from. This is probably bottle 4 I've opened. Me and Jenny tore it up.
Yeah, I sent Amy Boehm one of my MGP store picks, the Remus.
Oh wow!
It's one of my favorite store picks, actually. And it's like the essence of MGP, I think was her feedback.
Otis. Let's have a little bit of that. Yeah, the sweetness of this Dickel it's I don't know. Oh, man. I just love that caramel color. I mean, that's just for a 9-year. I mean, like when we were picking the barrel, she said it's really a 13-year. But when you got that 15-year plus out, that's hard to say. Okay, this is the 13-year, so you're just going to go with the 9. Yeah. Good luck there, man.
Oh, Virginia ABC Lotto.
Yeah, it's like I think it was the 16th. What was it? Where were we at here? I think it was 6th, 7th, and 8th. Amy, is that right? It was like only 3 days that you had time to enter. Dad lives in Virginia. I'm sure he's in it too.
Yeah, I like that Remus, Amy. I don't know why. I just think it's super good.
I do too.
Good proof.
Yeah. Ooh. This is hard to do after that old elk. I just think it's unique. It's not like any other Dickel. And like I said, I was raised on white label with my dad. I think we were in his basement. He's got a lot of boxes of whiskey because he has a small wet bar. And he keeps a lot of his whiskey in the basement in boxes and totes. And I think I counted 12 unopened cases of half-gallon white label Dickel. It's what he loved. It's what he grew up loving.
My dad loved the my dad loved beer. What got me started on whiskey is I tried bourbon. And I hated Old Number 7. When I was 16, my buddy gave me for my 16th birthday a 5th of the Jack Daniels. And we took those, those big cups, plastic cups you used to get at McDonald's. Tony Gwynn on it or.
Yeah.
And so I took one sip. We mixed it with Pepsi. I took one sip, threw up. Didn't get drunk or anything. I threw up. So to this day, I can't drink Old Number 7.
I get you.
But my buddy, when I lived in San Diego, probably about 10 years ago, is when it started. He had Basil Hayden's. We're out. We called it Redneck Nation. We put a fire pit out in the front yard and played country music. And, he's like, here, try this. And I was drinking, probably a White Claw or something Southern Californian-ish, even though they didn't have that back then. And I felt my first Kentucky hug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even at only 80 proof, right, with Basil Hayden.
DC, they no longer make that, and I actually have a bottle under here somewhere in the cabinet.
Oh my God!
Actually, I found that out the day I did this barrel pick. I found that out. That's what she told me. And the rep bought. Thomas had like, I don't know, a couple cases. She bought like 3 bottles. Oh, there it is. Yeah, man, the velvet. Yeah, man. Wow. But Thomas had like 3 or 4 bottles on the shelf, and she grabbed all of them. I guess they were, $27 or something. And she checked out, and then after she paid, she handed me one of them. She goes, "Here." I was like, "Okay, thanks." So yeah, I've got one down here somewhere.
Yeah, that's good, man. It's opened up a little too. Definitely coats the tongue.
Yeah, you can talk about that one because I don't know anything about it. I'm not, like you said, that's more unique to your area. But so you get a cake? I mean, is that velvet? Is that part of the profile or just a part of the name?
That's just the name. I mean, it's a weeder, right? It's a weeded bourbon. So it's this one's a bourbon. So they do like, I want to say 5 different. So that the head distiller here used to be the head distiller at NGP, right?
Greg Metz.
Yeah, at Old Oak.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, they do a bunch of different proofs and stuff like that. Like, some of the stuff they have at the distillery when you go to the little distillery restaurant is all like 96 to 100 proof. You have to try to get the higher proof and find it. But the rye is super good. They do just a wheated whiskey, so it's not even bourbon.
Okay.
They do, obviously the wheated bourbon. They do the rye. They do kind of they do like a light whiskey, but it's not like high proof like Obtanium. It's just, I don't know what designates it as a light whiskey. But yeah, so they have like 4 or kind of their flagship is the wheated bourbon and the rye, I want to say.
I don't know if it's the proof that creates the lighter whiskeys. I don't know. I don't know if it's either the proof or the time in the barrel.
I know it can't be called bourbon because they come out at too high of a proof, right?
Yeah. There's something there.
There's something there. I don't know all the rules. I'm not as technical. If Bobby was on, he'd probably tell us. But
there he is.
Oh, good day, Ken.
Hey, buddy. Good morning, Ken.
But yeah, it's actually a pretty small place when you go visit the distillery. But I heard they're buying like that whole block because they're in downtown Fort Collins, so it's like Old Town. Yeah. So it's like, if you could, I mean, you can actually picture this part of town as old, at times. Yeah. And so, yeah, they're in a really old part of town. And so I've heard they're buying that whole block that they're on.
Huh. So he's going to make it an experience then if you come, spend the day. So, yeah, I misinterpreted or I don't know, but I've seen a lot about this smoke wagon stuff. And what I've gathered is he's not going to distill in Vegas. He's going to keep buying MGP. Is that right? Have you heard that?
That's what I've heard. I've heard they're not doing distilling. And I've also heard, and I don't, maybe somebody else knows exactly what he's done, but it's something to where he's bought so many barrels ahead of time that, like, as everybody else is getting a crunch on MGP now for the older MGP stuff, he still has access to barrels that others don't because he bought so far in advance.
Well, that'll keep his stuff consistent, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, he does. It used to be like, it's one of those things where everybody was like trying to get it so much. And I don't think we realized how often he puts out a new batch. I feel like every time I see him on Instagram, it's like new batch, new batch.
Yeah. Hey, Jen, thanks for coming over. Hope everything's good in Florida because it's shitty here in Northeast Tennessee. Actually,
are you getting pissed on right now?
It's supposed to tomorrow. We did yesterday and a little bit Sunday, but it was 77 today. sunny, so it was really nice.
Dude, we didn't get above like 55 today. We've gotten more rain already this May than we've had since 1984 in May.
Golly.
We needed it so bad. We're still in a drought. Like, it's crazy here.
Yeah, we went through something like that about 2 years ago.
Yeah, DC, man, if you ever get some of that uncut or that not uncut unfiltered, but the Desert Jewel, I got BTAC I'll trade for you, buddy. I want to try it.
Hey, Cheech. Jen beat you in, by the way. But we're glad you're here.
If anybody ever finds me a bottle, you'll be my new best friend.
Which one, Mike? Which one are you talking about?
The Desert Jewel, I want to say it's, 13 year? Maybe DC knows. I think it's 13 year. Yeah, Vegas is really kind of the definition of a drought, right? Like, although I heard you guys get freaking, what are those big storms that come in late summer?
Who else? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I went to, God Almighty, it's been 2016. I went to Vegas, and I went to Vegas twice in like 4 months for work, and I got to go to the Hoover Dam, and they were talking about the water levels with the intakes were only about, without a good rain, we're like 6 months from being to where they can't intake anymore, and that kind of freaked me out. But
yeah,
I don't know where it's at now. I guess I could get on a live camera feed and look, but
that reminds me, we are going live tomorrow night in place of the Mash Bill. So after Mash and Drum.
Okay.
Just FYI.
That'd be good.
We've got he asked if we would take his spot, which
wow.
I don't know. Weekdays are rough.
The hard part for me is most everybody that I like that we stream with, like yourself and Whiskey Shits and everybody, the time difference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 20 to 11 here. I would love to start this at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, but it's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock for everybody else. It doesn't work,
Yep. Yeah, and I think that's why it's nice having you out. You're in Tennessee, which is what, Central Time?
Eastern. I'm on Eastern.
You're Eastern. You're in Eastern Time. Yeah. So it's nice to have kind of the lives that happen a little bit earlier for those in the East Coast. And then we tend to have, although it's funny, we get some people that are still East Coast that hang out when I'm ready for bed. I'm like,
I don't know, the last couple of weeks I started a couple live streams at like 7 or 8, and I went for 5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
That's just ridiculous.
Cheech, time is a social construct meant to control the masses.
Yeah, I tell you this.
Says the drummer in a band.
I don't know if it's going on there, Mike, where you're at in Colorado, or Cheech in Florida, or DC where you're at, but there's this gas run right now.
Oh, I've heard about that, yeah.
Basically, what I was told, everything here in Kingsport is out. There's no more gas until the trucks come from Knoxville or whatever. So I don't know what I'm sure I guess something about the pipeline being
it was hacked.
Yeah. So
there's a pipeline which supposedly only supplies us with 2% of our gas. And it's something I talk about in work because my product helps protect customers from ransomware, which basically somebody comes in and encrypts your data and says you don't get the key unless you pay me. And so anyway, they got hit with ransomware. My wife is like, "You're always talking about ransomware. Oh my God." But yeah, so they got hit with ransomware, and that's shutting everything down. So people are panicking.
God.
And it's making its way to the West. I'm going to fill up tomorrow just so that I have a full tank, but only because I don't want to be empty when there's 4-hour lines. It's like, I'm at like a quarter of a tank in my truck, which will last me about a week, but they say it's supposed to turn the pipeline back on Friday. So,
well, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, there's been multiple pictures. I got on Facebook before we went live, before Bourbon Junkies and everybody, and it showed all these people that I know that I've known for a long time, showing people at gas pumps with like multiple canisters out here filling them up. It's like, okay, you're the asses that are making this happen by doing this. Like,
Yeah.
fill your car up, move on.
It's like the toilet paper problem we had when COVID first hit.
Yeah.
There wasn't everybody out buying like, pallets full of toilet paper like you saw on Facebook. Like, I don't know about you, but I never saw that at any store. I would see everybody with some toilet paper.
Yeah.
And our supply chains in the supermarkets are not built for that, right? They're built for, Marty buying them this week, Mike buying them next week, Shit's buying them the week after that. And when everybody went and bought it, that was the run. It wasn't the dickheads that happened on occasion, but that was like one Facebook picture that everybody, spread. Yeah. And it probably wasn't even from COVID.
The thing with us was, we don't have a Costco anywhere close here, like within 100 miles. So everything here is Sam's Club. And I remember going to Sam's Club and watching them drop 2 pallets of paper towels, probably last year in April or May. And they had to get almost every male person that worked there to get back there, like security, like, oh my God. I'm like, we still have dish towels and stuff that we can wash to take, the place, and then the whole toilet paper thing was a whole nother scare. And I'm like, you know what? I can come up with something else for shit tickets besides toilet paper if I have to. So I don't know. But
you can see, like, I still say, like, that's the big, the supply chain for food, or just grocery store supply chain.
Yeah.
To me, that's the biggest, like, threat to just like kind of normalcy in this country, right? Because when people start panicking for food, luckily we didn't have that. If you went and bought, 2 days worth of food, like the supermarkets cut back to, everybody got fed, ish. I realize there's still people that struggle with it just financially and all that, but people could go get, some hamburger or chicken or something like that on occasion, every other day or whatever. So it didn't have to be the big panic. Right. But that's where, like, this gas thing, it's only 2% of our gas, so we don't have to panic, everybody. But it's 2% of our gas, but they're like, if everybody goes out and gets extra gas, we're freaking screwed. That's right, Amy.
I'm going to B&B package and locking the freaking door.
I'm lucky because there's 2 things that if there's a run on, I don't have to worry. Ammo, just from every time I would go shooting, I'd buy a little extra and it just builds up so that now I don't have to be in an emergency to buy ammo when I want to go shooting. And whiskey, I got a few years worth of whiskey, so I'll be fine.
Have you ever done a bottle count in the last 6 months? Because I had 2 last weekend when we were doing the shelves.
Yeah, I don't have as much as most people that do YouTube videos. I think I'm at like 120.
Plenty.
Yeah. I got enough. Hey, what's up, shits? Yeah, so I'm at like, I think I'm at 120. Shits and I are about the same number of bottles, I think.
I just, my bad thing, my issue, I guess, if you want to call it an issue, is store picks for Thomas. Just Thomas. I can go in there right now and he's got probably 25 sitting there, and I know how good they are. And the problem is some of them, like this old elk. Well, he does. He has a sample bottle of it in the back. Some of that stuff he doesn't, and that's. Oh, I'll just get it. I'm sure it's great. So that's the hard part.
Thanks, DC. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah. We need to get.
And everybody needs to hit the like button, by the way.
Yeah. We need to get Cheech. I tried to put Cheech's link up here, but it doesn't say because I'm terrible at it.
I think Cheech is modding for BJ's right now, but he'll probably get it.
Yeah, I've got Cheech's wrench, DC. But I need to get Bourbon Leaf Night up here. We need to get his link for sure.
And then yeah, so it's fun watching like people create different kinds of content now. I think it's we kind of do that like, oh, there you go, Cheech, you're freaking amazing.
Man, thank
bro.
you.
We do we're kind of like pub style. You guys do videos, and my freaking wife, she loves watching Jenny give you a hard time on lives. She heard Jenny last week or the week before go, people watch this crap, when she was on stream with you, and she's like, oh my God, I love Jenny.
Yeah, she's like, nobody. One of the comments she said, nobody's watching this shit anyway.
Yeah.
I think within like 18 hours, they had like 250 views. I said, just because you said that, they watched it.
Thanks, Whiskey Corner.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for coming in, man. I'm a new sub. Guys, if you haven't got to Whiskey Corner, do so. Got good stuff. I just checked it out, and I'm a new sub, so check it out.
And then I'm excited. You saw what Ken's doing starting Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, right?
Tell me, just in case I missed it.
So he is starting 24-hour stream.
Okay, that might be what we talked about a month ago, doing something like that. But yeah,
So I guess
tell everybody about it, Mike. Tell everybody
I think Saturday is International Whiskey Day or something like that.
Okay.
And so he's doing, I'm not sure. I think I saw he was going to do some Legos in it. But, he goes, it's basically a 24-hour pub style stream. So it's kind of like what we do on Sunday nights.
Okay.
People are going to pop in and out, and he's going to go on, I think that's basically right after, what time is ADHD off? Is he done at 10 p.m.?
So I think so. Yeah, because he's Central Time, isn't he? Michigan?
No, I think that's East Coast.
Okay.
So anyway, he's going on it.
Cheech and DC can tell us. They know.
Yeah, he's going to go on at 10, and he's going to go, he has to do it over 3 streams because you have a 12-hour limit.
Okay.
So he's going to do it over 3 streams. So you really need to tune in Saturday night at like 8 Eastern and just see what he looks like.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, it should be pretty fun. I guess he's gone about 20 hours before in the past.
God.
But he fell over at the very end. So he's pushing it to 4 hours more.
Yeah, guys, check out Big League Bourbon. He's got a lot of great minor league and major league baseball players on there that know their stuff about whiskey. It's fun to watch. It's fun to hear him ask questions and kind of put him on the spot. He's a newer channel, so yeah, he needs the support. So go over there and definitely sub him.
Hey, Shits, do you know if he made the new intro for Bourbon Junkies?
Who?
Big League Bourbon.
Oh, is he making one for them?
I don't know if I know that he does that stuff. Like that's part of his side gig. And so, yeah, he's done a 20-hour stream and an 18-hour stream.
God,
I want him to send me a clip of that when he fell down, because supposedly that was funny, but I never saw it.
I know somebody that can make that really funny. That's on the stream here, and yeah, that'd be pretty badass.
Does his name start with D and end with C?
It could.
Yeah, DC, I'm a sucker FOMO as well. Ask Whiskey Shits. I'm always chasing stupid shit I don't need to. Like I saw freaking 5 bottles of Bardstown Discovery 4.
God almighty.
And I already have 3/4 of a bottle.
How much was it, Mike?
129.
God, it's like 135 here at the Discovery 3.
Yeah. Discovery 3 is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah. When I did a blind, it's won blinds for Discovery for me twice, 2 out of 3 times.
Yeah, me and Cheech were talking about sending a 3 and 4 back and forth to each other, which we still need to do. But yeah, I didn't know how that ranked up against other things. And a lot of the other channels haven't done that, really, that I've seen.
Let's see. I'm Googling that. Yeah, we're 24
We're
hours,
not far from
not
it, ain't
even close. Just so you know, Amy Bohm. The longest live stream video is 259 hours and 46 minutes and 45 seconds.
Ah, hellfire. They had to have people sub in and out for that.
Yeah, it was China.
I saw, which that's not.
Oh, there we go. Tony Two Toes Googled it already.
Shanghai Automobile Club, Limited, China, and Shanghai, China, from 16 to 27 December 2020. Well, that's
I'm
because
just saying that's a commitment.
Well, you got to look at where it's at and think it's a lot COVID. So they had nothing else to do. But I shouldn't say that. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about when it comes to politics. Never did.
Yeah, me either.
I just know gas is whatever the hell's going on here. So you can point a finger at whoever you want to. I don't know who to point at.
I think the big problem is just the media.
I think it is. It's a hype they've built up, and like you said, 2% comes off that pipeline. So 98% should be okay.
There's no reason to panic at
No.
2%. Like we shouldn't be panicking.
No.
Now the reason you panic is because you see these lines back east, and everybody's like, I don't want to wait in a 4-hour line for gas.
Yeah, like in the 70s. You had a certain day of the week or something like that. I've heard people talk about. They remember going that they could, and you could only get so many gallons. It wasn't like you could say, "Hey, I want 20 gallons," or whatever it is to fill you up. You could get 10 or something. So
yeah, it's fear. Like, I mean, I get it too. Like some of it's just being a little bit prepared too, I guess.
Yeah.
Right. Like I think there's some intelligence to it. I'm not saying it's, just fear mongering or whatever, but like, I went and when COVID first hit, I went to Sam's Club and we bought just a bunch of dry food in case we needed it. It was like,
Sure.
What was there? It wasn't, I don't want to sit back on it and be all of a sudden you're one of the people that can't get food if things were really worse.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. What Cheech is talking about right there.
Yeah. I mean, that's, and I drive a lot for work in theory. I have to go visit customers and stuff like that. So not having access to gas can become a huge problem.
I tell you what's funny is I work for the city here in engineering, and I have a Prius. It's my company vehicle. So literally,
you just say that on the internet, Marty.
But hold on. That damn car is a 2010 Toyota Prius. And that thing, when I'm literally, I've got one little bar left on the gas. When I stop by the city pumps and I fill it up, it only holds 8 gallons. 8. It's probably 10 because you know how the lights,
Yeah.
So I can put 10 gallons in it and run a 2 weeks solid on that thing. But you put me at a red light against most cars. Now I'm not talking about a damn Mustang 350 or G, whatever. But when that light turns green, I'm gone. I mean, it goes.
Yeah. So that's why, like, what is it? Like 6 of the top 10 fastest production cars, 0 to 60 or in the quarter mile or whatever, are
ridiculous.
Electric.
Yeah.
Electric motors, they don't have the same like delay to power that gas motors do.
Hey, brother, put your link down here. I've rinsed you, so put your link down in because everybody needs to sub to you too, man.
To us? Are you talking to me?
No, right here.
Oh, Anthony? Okay.
Yeah, Anthony needs to put his stuff in. Sorry, buddy. I just put your stuff in. It's a great channel. We had a great time, I guess. What was it, Anthony? Saturday night? Man, Anthony going to try to bust. He's got that batch 1 old elk back here. Sour mash. We may try to bust it Thursday if I've got time. The torque.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Amy Bohm was right. Like that's what I heard. I heard it's because of that.
Hey, Mike, you remember? I guess it was 2 weeks ago. My brother-in-law Wesley was on with me live. Jenny's brother. You remember that?
Yep.
He just bought a new Tesla.
Yeah.
And he had to go to Nashville to do the trade and everything. And it was so intense. What I've been and he didn't tell me this, but this is what other people have told me. So if anybody's in the chat that can clarify, please do. If you can't prove up front You've got the money to pay for that car right then. You can't even test drive the damn thing. The actual dealership will put you in the passenger seat and take you for a ride. So
Oh, wow.
he did tell me the first ride they were getting ready to get on a 4-lane or 6-lane or whatever it is in Nashville, and they were getting on the on ramp, and the guy says, "I tell you what, just lay your head back." And he laid on the gas, and he said he has never felt a vehicle kick it like a spaceship like that up a damn ramp. So I'm sure those Teslas, So hopefully, I'm going to tell him I'm going to drive the damn thing. Oh, okay. Hey, I hope you're right, because I find that, I don't remember who told me that, Cheech, but that's Wesley didn't. But Wesley did tell me the story about being in the passenger seat and the guy gassing it up the ramp.
Yeah, I think, 1976 T-Bird. That was like, if I'm not mistaken, those 76 T-Birds were gigantic.
Oh, my God. You're not kidding.
I want to say my mom had like a 76 or 77 T-Bird. It wasn't like the sweet style that you saw back in, the 60s, like those 70s T-Birds and Impalas. And that's when that shit was huge.
Crazy.
Okay. So just the needing to buy it outright. Yeah. Huge. In fact, funny story. I was a little kid, and you might find this hard to believe, but I was a little rambunctious when I was a kid. And this was before you had to have seatbelts and all that stuff when we were driving around.
We laid in the back window.
Yeah, and so I'm sticking my head out, talking to my brother and sister outside the T-Bird, and it had electric windows. And my mom rolls them up, and my head's stuck in the electric window, and I'm screaming. And I had been screaming like the entire car ride. So my mom is like, "Mike, shut your mouth." And my brother and sister, I'm like, "Mom, his head's in the window." And I'm like, can't move. Yeah, it was crazy.
What was that? Was that Vegas? It was Vegas Vacation when they first got into Vegas, and she's sticking out through the sunroof, and Clark hits the button or something, and he slams her up in the sunroof, and she can't breathe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
We talk about on here, people. That's why this is, the greatest community in the world.
Yeah, we go everywhere.
Yeah. Just watch, and I have papers to prove I'm ADD. I do not have HD. If I had HD, I wouldn't be fat.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I tell people. I'm ADD, not ADHD, because if I had ADHD, I would, be all over the camp. But
man, I'll tell you, that old elk is good.
I had to hit it again, man. I reached out on Instagram to Old Elk, and I just said to him, I said, "Hey, I would love to have a Greg Metz autographed bottle, just something." They're like, "Okay, just tell your local store to get with so and so," and I'm like, "Well, that's not going to work." I said, "Yeah, it's a bunch of shit. That'll get lost in the translation of, hey, this idiot wants something." So I told them, I said, "Oh, well, never mind." I said, "I'm sorry to bother you, whatever, on Instagram." So they're like, "Okay, we'll get with Greg. We'll have him send you one. It's not here yet, but I'd love to have one."
For sure. Yeah, I'm the reason, Anthony. Amy Bohm, I remember riding in the back of my dad's truck on the interstate going like 75 miles an hour. Like 12 years old. Like,
oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, before Rangers.
Yep. Yeah, it was a little like Chevy Love we're in or something like that, Ford Courier. Any accident, I was dead. Anything.
Any of us. Oh, yeah. I remember we had a neighbor, and there was of course, like everybody in the 70s and 80s growing up that didn't have a lot of money. We weren't members of country clubs or nothing like that. There was always a community pool.
Yep.
The community pool. So our best friends growing up when I was like between, I guess, 8 and 12, they had one of those monster station wagons. And I swear to God, there'd be 15 of us kids piled in that damn thing, off to the pool. Anybody run a stop sign or a red light? God.
Oh, yeah. Remember those big blue station wagons that had the extra little seat in the far back? You know, they were
Oh
like
yeah,
they faced each other. Yeah.
yeah. Almost like one of those, almost like a private jet does now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
helmet put. Yeah, no way. No, I took.
Anthony, in Colorado, you don't need a helmet to ride a motorcycle, or you don't need you don't need to use a helmet when riding a motorcycle.
That's ridiculous. That's the worst freaking law in the world.
Yep.
I just don't understand that at all.
I say we got to thin the herd. You gotta thin. People don't want to wear a helmet. Got to thin the herd.
Yeah, there's idiots every minute.
I agree. I agree, Amy Bohm. But Amy Bohm's only 22 years old, so it's kind of like
she survived the 90s.
Yeah, like way to survive 2004, Amy.
Amy, you're just lucky. We're just jealous. Don't let us fool you.
Yeah, that's right, Cheech. Because that's for kids. The bike helmet laws are for kids.
God, I never had a helmet. Oh, shit. I mean, my big thing is the best riding thing I had back when I was 13, 14, that's when BMXs got big here. And I can tell you because I wanted one so bad. And my dad, God love him, he's still with us, thank the Lord. But he was in the Army for 42 years. And he worked for the state of Virginia for the DOT for 48 years. So he busted his ass just so we could survive. And the best thing I ever had to ride was a Dukes of Hazzard big wheel. And I remember it had the yellow brake thing for the back wheel. I remember it. So I was taking that damn shit off jumps and stuff. I'm lucky good Lord.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, for sure. But they were good times. Like we didn't have to worry about toys that could choke you or lawn darts that would land on your head. Like
we had the lawn darts. I remember
I do too. Yeah, we did that.
I think we ought to bring them back.
I'm telling you, we used to throw those things. Like I grew up on an acre in Colorado. We used to throw those from the backyard to the back field just to see who could throw it further. But somebody'd be standing out there to bring them back. Yeah, we were idiot. I was like a idiot when I was growing up, man. I I never did illegal things. Like I was always a good kid, but I just did stupid stuff, right? Like I'd watch WWF wrestling and then come running out of the room and kick the wall, and all of a sudden there's a hole in the wall. And
Mikey, what'd you do, Mikey?
Yep. I'll never forget. I had a neighbor. He was down playing with his trucks we had grew up kind of in the country, and I was like, I gotta pee. So I peed on him and got grounded for that because I peed on the kid down the street. That kid incidentally ended up playing for the New York Giants as the middle linebacker. He's Wisconsin's all-time leading tackler.
Jesus.
Yeah, he turned into a monster.
I'd say. God.
Somehow he didn't kick my ass that day either. I don't know.
I remember I grew up in the woods. My parents lived back in the woods, and I remember with all my little buddies growing up, we had BB gun wars.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, the thought of that makes me cringe. Like I just want to put protective eyewear on right now. I mean, shoot me in the head, whatever, but. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Somebody.
I was a pisser, Jen. My kids love hearing these stories. There was one girl, BB gun war. So we don't have woods here in Colorado, unless you go into the mountains. Yeah, so you go into the mountains, or it's like the plains. And so, but I remember a girl running across a field. It was just like a weed field, and I was kind of sitting there, and I had just like one of those Red Ryder BB guns, and she was sitting there, and I was like. And she dropped. I hit her on the inside of her thigh, and I put a big welt on it. But it was a red. It's not like one of those pumped 10 times and it would have gone into her leg. It was a Red Ryder. She had a big welt on her leg. She cried.
See, back. How old are you, Mike?
45.
Okay, I'm 46.
Yep.
Well, about the time we started getting into middle school and high school, the paint guns started happening. So we missed that era. To me, I missed that era. So that would have been a lot of fun, in the woods and stuff like that. But no, I didn't have anything like that. It was just stupid, ridiculous, idiot kids.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of like you. I mean, we grew up in the country. It was a little open. It wasn't quite forested and all that quite the same way. But yeah, we used to try to hit horses with slingshots, and I mean, we did stupid stuff. That was the kind of rambunctious stuff I did. I didn't get into drugs or anything like that. And
I was too scared.
Yeah, I remember being on the high school baseball team, and my parents were going out of town, so my buddy and I were going to have our girlfriends over to our house. And my buddy turned it in. It was going to be a party, and I didn't know that he had done this with my parents out of town. And I'm taking grounders at baseball practice, and this guy I barely knew goes, "Heard the party's at your house this weekend." So I killed it. My buddy didn't come over. We went over to my girlfriend's house with her parents home, and he was so mad. Yeah.
Some of that stuff, I look back, I was a golfer growing up, and Northeast Tennessee, Southwest Virginia, most golf courses, unless you were on a real fancy country club, always had cow pastures close. Because that's just what it is. Somebody owned all the land, and at some point it's like, hey, I'm gonna put a golf course in.
Don't pay attention to the sweat ring on it. It was hot last summer.
That's awesome.
Jack Nicklaus course that I'm a member of. So yeah.
That's awesome. So what we would do is we'd take 5 irons and 4 irons.
Jen.
Yeah, let me get Jim back up there. Yeah. Yeah, the no family, the no parents house party. Yeah, right there it is. But what we would do is a cow would be 60, 70 yards away, and we'd all do a $10 bet and break out old balls. So what we'd do, we'd always steal 10 or 15 range balls and keep them in our bag. So we'd take out a 5 iron so you could pop that damn cow in the ass.
Yeah,
a good low runner, like they do at Augusta, skipping it across the water. We'd try to pop a cow in the ass and see what, Yeah, we're rednecks. I'll see what Cheat says. Golly. Wow.
I watched that show on Discovery or Animal Planet, Cheech, where they're in Florida trying to catch snakes. Did you ever see that thing? And the guy's always calling everybody son.
I saw an episode of what's that one where they shoot and kill alligators
Oh, they shoot and kill them?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Swamp people or something?
Swamp people, yeah. There was one guy, this has been a couple of years ago, real skinny blonde-haired guy, didn't have many teeth, real shock. And he went out one night to catch a bunch of snakes for the local college. And he put on gloves. And he was catching non-venomous snakes, but they would bite him enough that he would end up during the night throwing up sick. It was made.
Oh, yeah.
There's Samurai.
Cheers, Samurai. What's up, man?
Hey, guys, anybody's welcome. Me and Mike just having a big time here tonight. This is just kind of what Livewire and Whiskey Nose does. We've kind of figured it out.
We just kind of hang out. I'm surprised Anthony, he might be camping.
Where's Shits? Is he still here? I owe him
I'm not sure where is it.
I need to figure that out to get that to him.
Yeah, or Tony Two Toes. I know that Tony Two Toes was in our StreamYard last night. We didn't stream, but they had Adam had a couple people in there. I had just gotten my puppy home, and I was wiped out from the weekend, so I was like, nope.
Bourbon junkies I think are still going. 473 watching.
Yeah, those guys are crazy. It's hard to keep up on the chat there.
I can't. I give up.
Yeah. Hey, hold on one second. Wife's calling.
Go ahead, buddy. Yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed to Whiskey Knows Me or Mike, please do. Cheech and Jen are here. Right there's another channel, guys. Get on there. You talking about smart and Nosey's Notes. Get on that channel right there. Yeah, guys,
I'm gonna have to jump off, Marty. Wife needs my help with the puppy.
Go, buddy. Go, buddy. Holler at me. Email me. I still want to talk to you about something.
Okay.
Mike, I tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna send you my phone number in the
All
email. When you get time tomorrow or something, I found out something today that really touched my heart. Just to be honest, and I reached out to Dave and Kira. Dave's supposed to call me this weekend. I probably need to just mind my own business, but I think there's something here we can do.
Sure.
So yeah, I'll shoot that to you here in just a minute. So yeah, there's live wire. Let me pop it up here. But yeah, Mike,
thanks, Cheech. Appreciate it. All right,
yeah.
Cool. Good night, everybody. I'll probably be lurking in the background, but
no trouble.
Cool. See you, Marty.
All right, buddy. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, guys, Big League Bourbon, awesome channel, man. We got to get him some subs. We got to get his videos some views because he's not messing around, man. He's got great talent on there from minor league baseball to Major League Baseball. It's awesome. But yeah, right here, women of whiskeys. Cheech, I looked before I went live. I think they're at 309. And I promised her I would do a bottle giveaway at 301 because I think some of us cheated by joining. But that's okay. I'm bringing it up now. Let me see here. Where are we at? Michelle is at 309. So, guys, yeah. Let me see if I can share that real quick. Yeah, guys, that Cheech and Jen can tell you a little bit better than I can about women of whiskeys. This is women only. Whether you're new into whiskey, whether you've been in it for years, whether you're a Scotch person, whatever, this is straight up women. Michelle doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. We tried to talk her into it Saturday nights or Sunday night. I can't remember whichever. I think it was Sunday night. So what we decided to do is we're going to give the women of whiskeys our channels at time to just come on and do some live streams and stuff just to get everybody involved because, you know, like Jenny and some of these other women that are in this that are so new to it, it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary to get on here live and say, I get this. Ooh, I get this. You know, but that's what this is about, is for them to share everything amongst themselves. So there's not, you know, this manpower of overwhelming them and making them uncomfortable because they're really good. Women's noses are better than men's. Is it the olfactory gland? Listen to me. But anyway, it's a big deal. But everybody, regardless man or woman, please subscribe to the Instagram because that's where everything is posted and everybody can follow. So, yeah, please do, for sure. Cheech, did I explain that correctly? I mean, I don't want to mess something up because I'm really bad at screwing something up on something that important. But, yeah, it's really cool that she's doing that. And we had a blast with her on YouTube the other night. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm trying to make it make sense because I think it's awesome. Yeah, guys, check that out. Yeah, awesome channel. Hey, Cheech, I don't want to put you on the spot here, you and Jen, or anything like that, but I got the thing on Patreon today. If you're not a Patreon of Cheech's, please do. The new T-shirts, I can't wait with the Glencairn, the Neat, and everything. When are those available? Or are they just Patreon only? I don't want to promote something that I have no business doing, but I am really thrilled about that. Maybe throw something up or not, or tell me to just shut my damn pie hole, and I'll do that too. But yeah. I'm trying to. I'm to the point now where I can wear a whiskey shirt about every day of the week now, without the whiskey nose shirts. So that's really cool too. I've got ADHD. I've got Whiskey Tornado. I'm expecting one from Jason C. Mash and Drum. I've got 2 shelf turds. I need Cheechas. Yeah. I need to get Stahl to get him in. So I'm trying to come up with a name. Okay, here's where everybody can help me. You've got Mike Stahl and Whiskey Shits. So I'm trying to think of taking shits in a stall or stall something shits. I'm so close. It's almost like trying to write a great song and I'm just right there. Okay. Yeah, guys. Join Cheech's Patreon. Cheech, can you put a link up for your Patreon? Because I'm terrible at this. Guys, it's a big deal. I don't have to say anything. If anybody here is a normal YouTuber for the whiskey community knows what Cheech and Jen do for everybody. So Cheech, if you could put a link up for your Patreon, I wish you could real quick. And I'll keep it up there for a while. I'm still drinking this Old Elk. I'm on about glass 3 of it. Got our new glasses in, so I'm kind of tickled about those. Oh shit, I done pushed it up. There we go. Here we go, guys. Whiskey Encore. If you're not subbed to that channel, go leave me now and go do it. Join his Patreon. Yeah. Shits and Stall. Yeah. No, I'm gonna keep Cheech's up here. Yeah, shits in a stall. No toilet paper required, or something like that. We got to come up with something. Yeah, guys, yeah. I'm a member. Please go join Whiskey Encore Patreon. Yeah, it means a lot to me and everybody else that knows what they do for this community. I'll tell you something else too. I'm gonna throw this out there. I'm sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button. I apologize. I forgot even what I was saying. Yeah, let me put. Yeah, Cheech said right there. I had it up earlier. Yeah, that's what we want right there, guys. Get on there. Yeah, we've done. Me and Jenny talked about the Patreon thing. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, this stuff here. Let me throw it up there. There's mine at the bottom, but you don't have to do anything for me. I'm more wanting everybody to get on Cheech and Jen's for Whiskey Encore. Yeah, anytime. Oh God, that's why the verbiage is getting kind of bad, and I'm accidentally closed out. See the proof? Yeah, I love it. I have to put. It's like me and DC were talking earlier. It has a funk to it. It has a on the back end on the you got 1, 2, 3 I think on the palate. On the third side as it goes down, it releases a funk. So I do put just a little bit, a couple drops of water in there, and it kind of holds that funk down a little bit. But when it does that, it really releases that caramel, that barrel, that cherry, that wild cherry note that I get. And yeah, I'm in love with it. It's a $75 store pick, but to me, it's worth it. My dad's gone through almost 2 bottles of it. So If he likes it, he's not a big proof guy. So yeah, and I've got this sitting here as a backup. Yeah, it's not going to get touched again tonight. I'm just going to tell you for sure. Let's see. Yeah, guys, jump on there if you can. And I'm going to throw this out there. If you haven't subscribed, guys, please subscribe to everybody that's here. Whiskey Encore. Let's see. Who else's channel do I have? I'm Whiskey Nose. Everybody knows that shit. Let me see something here. We are at 309. Yeah. Perfect. That's a bottle giveaway. Libation. Cheers. Cheers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, Cheech, what I was talking to Mike about calling me or texting me, if you can, I think you have emailed me. If you could email me again, I'll fill you in on something that I know. There it is right there, Whiskey Nose 21. If you can email me tonight or tomorrow, I've got something in mind that I kind of want to do. Yeah, guys, sub there. Libation Exploration. Awesome channel. Awesome channel. Guys, hit the thumbs up if you haven't yet. That just helps a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, we've got 16 thumbs up. We've had over 30 some in the chat. That's awesome. Yeah, buddy, that'd be awesome. Yeah, email me, and what I'll do is I'll shoot you my phone number, and we go. Yeah, this hit me hard today, man. It's something I found out, and it's okay. It's okay. And Dave and Kira are gonna call me this weekend, so I've got a big plan. Yeah, I'm back and forth. I keep flipping them up here. God, they still have. Yeah, they've been on for 2 hours. Yeah, Dan just kills me. He just cracks my stuff up, man. He kills me. Oh, Tony Two Toes. Wow. Yeah, it was me the other night, man. I had to back off. Yeah, I've got a couple episodes planned with me and Jenny. I'm going to do the, let's see, right there, the Rare Breed Rye. Never had it. The Bookers there, we're going to do live this Thursday. The Old Elk here, I've got to tap into that. I've got some Mictors back through here that I've not tapped in yet. I don't have any 10-year or anything like that. I can't find that. But hi, Mallory. That's my niece. Uh-oh. I've had internet trouble all day here since I got home about 4 or 5 o'clock. I don't know what's going on. Must be the gas. Okay. Mike, you're welcome back. But if not, that's a good way to escape and go to bed. I get it. Guys, if you haven't subbed to Live Our Whiskey, please do. Our live streams are a blast there, man. Yeah. Yeah, we go forever. It's ridiculous. Okay, let me ask this. I've never seen it. I've never had it. Old Carter. Y'all tell me about Old Carter. I don't know anything about it. I've not seen it. It's not been offered to me anywhere here, so it may be extremely hard in Northeast Tennessee to get it. Where do I need to look for that? Or am I just chasing a unicorn or five? I don't know. The other night I saw Shane Long just take about 2 bottles and turn them up, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, like this gas. It's fake news. Do old Carters hit like seasonal stuff, like the Elmers and stuff? I don't know. Just trying to figure out how that works. Yeah. Yeah, well. Oh, wow. There'll be more behind it. That's for sure. Let's see. Michelle's Instagram is still at 309, which is great. What Tony say? Schlong, turn up a bottle. Yeah. Yeah, he's crazy. I don't know. He travels, so he can find it. But I'm like Mike at Livewire. Yeah. Not this guy. Can't find it. No, you don't. Just put them in order of what you like. Don't guess anything else. Don't guess proof. Don't try to guess distillery. Don't try to guess what's a rye. Don't try to guess a wheated. Don't try to guess a whiskey. Or just put them in order of what you like, and then go from there. That's exactly how you do it. If you put too much into it, you'll get frustrated. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I'm going to do, before we sign off, God, one more. That's it. Bottom line. We'll drop of water here. Yeah, it's you know what? That statement right there, libation is almost like if you play golf, you got to get frustrated and then you hit the next 2 good shots, and that's what keeps bringing you back. That's kind of how I see it, for sure. Got to come back for more, man. That's just how that rolls. God, it gets so good. Like he says in Step Brothers, it's no women in Old School. It's so good when it hits your lips. It's just so good. Guys, any questions, comments, requests, drinks, anything? Email me. That's why it's up there. Like I said, if you want to become a Patreon member of Whiskey Knows, it's scrolling across the bottom. Basically, I've cut it way back. What we've done is we've gone $5 and $10 Patreon members, and I've got a lot of stuff planned for everybody. So yeah, you're more than welcome. If not, it's okay. I don't think I'm worth anything, but for the I've got 10 members now, and anybody that joins, I've got all kinds of merch. I'm gonna send out. I got samples. I don't, you don't have to be $100 member to enjoy it. I'm in it. Cheech. It's more of a backroom patio. Jenny built everything behind me. The shelves. I used to have a big cabinet over here. I think I froze up. I don't know if y'all can still hear me. I'll wait for it. I used to have a big cabinet over here that was lit up, and it was kind of awkward. But I went with the 3 shelves behind me, and it just kind of keeps everything simple. But yeah, this is a dedicated whiskey room, no doubt. Hey, man, thank you. And like I said, nobody has to do anything. But yeah, I think it's fun for sure. I've got, like I said, I've got glassware now. Uh, we've got merch that I can send to people. I want to do samples. I want to do Patreon live streams with everybody. I want to do blinds. Yeah, I've got all kinds of thoughts. Yeah, guys, we got several watching. Jump in the chat. And if you'd like to come on, I've got probably 20, 30 minutes left before I have to hit the fart sack on the East Coast. Here's the link. Feel free. But yeah, this is awesome. Oh, that's good. Yeah, guys, I've got a few minutes, so jump in here. Yeah, I tell you what, that means a whole lot, man, coming from you and Jen. It really does. It really does. Cheers, man. Cheers to you and Jen. Yeah, I love Old Elk. There's not been an Old Elk yet that I would not buy again. I've yet to hit that sour mash bottle, but I guarantee it. That damn stuff will make you tap your foot. Yeah, Tito, man. Hop on, buddy, if you want for a minute. I know you've probably wore yourself out teaching. That's okay. No big deal, man. No big deal. Yeah. Anthony, I don't. Yeah, man. You got to give me. Yeah, we got to work something out on that gig. That's for sure. You've probably heard me say this, Cheats, in the last few weeks, but I've never in a million years thought I would do something like this live or videos or put myself out there. But when I started watching Fred and everybody in this community, how warm everybody is and how everybody just loves to support each other, I said, I've got to be a part of that. And then I brought Jenny in and she's new. And yeah, that right there says everything. It's about good whiskey and good people. Absolutely. Yeah, if you haven't, man, I've got 4 or 5 bottles. I can send you a taste of that for sure. No, that's cool. I've tasted the Whistle Pig, and I just can't bring myself to pull the trigger. Hey, Ben Demon Hunter, thanks for coming on, man. So yeah, awesome. Yeah, I'm still savoring this old elk. He's got, I think, 3 or 4 more cases left, and yeah, I need to probably get some backup, or as Lance says on Whiskey Tornado, bunker worthy. I believe it is. I really do. It's that good. Come on, quit locking it. It's coming because I've talked to the master distiller multiple times. I've been down there a bunch. My son lives there in Chattanooga, which is about 3.5 hours from here. So yeah, it's coming. Yeah, he's drinking the Velvet, which I've never seen. I've got the straight weeded 113.2. Phenomenal. God, it's good. That's solid, man. It's just on the nose. I don't know if I get this. Y'all chime in, tell me I'm crazy because I know I am, but it's okay. But weeded, anything weeded, I can almost nose a weeded bourbon. And what tells me in a blind that it's weeded is I can feel on my palate. Now, this sounds absolutely damn ridiculous. And if ADHD's whiskey's watching, he's going to say, Marty, you're a crazy idiot. But I can nose a good weeded, and I can smell the oil and the cream before it ever hits my palate. That's how I know it's weeded. So that to me is how I'm like, okay, that's weeded. Yeah, that's just a heavy, good weeded. Man, that is that good. Man. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to Whiskey Encore yet, please do. Let me see if my internet won't quit locking up. I want to put something back up here on the screen. Damn, this shit's about to make me mad. May have gone too far. Hold on a minute. I need to throw this back up here. Guys, if you've not joined Cheech and Jen's Whiskey Encore Patreon, please do. Right there it is. Everybody knows what they do for this community. Please join. Subscribe. Let's see. Subscribe to Livewire Whiskey. Mike's page. We have a blast. Yeah, let's see. So you know the header. Right there it is. Livewire Whiskey. If you haven't subscribed to Whiskey Knows, what are you waiting for? I'm the biggest idiot on YouTube. Come on. Damn it. I said I wasn't going to do any more. God. Yeah, the squeaky chairs are out of here tomorrow, by the way. I've got a couple good stools in storage I will be digging out. Yeah, kind of sad. Man. Yeah. That's our merch site, guys. If anybody wants a Whiskey Nose shirt, anything like that, feel free. It's all nonprofit. It's straight up cost, shipped straight to you. Don't have one on tonight. Normally I do, but yeah, we're tickled with it. We're getting ready to do a new logo. Basically, the new logo will be just that instead of that. So yeah, we're just gonna do Whiskey Nose because everybody knows me and Jenny by now. So yeah. And if you like these glasses, there's the link to that. They're pricey, but they're badass. I've got a bunch. So yeah, I'm partial. That's okay. It could be worse. Man, that's good. Damn. That honey, that oil is really just coming across. Man. The more it sits, the more that aerates, it lets that alcohol breathe. Mm. I'll have to go back to B&B tomorrow and say, Thomas, I may need another bottle. Hello, Pete. Do you need my address too? Because if you do, I'd love to have it. Man, it's solid. That is so good. I gotta have a pinch of snuff because I'm a redneck. The dog's home, which is good, Cheech. He's having to force feed medicine, but he told me earlier that the dog hasn't gone to the bathroom yet, but I'm sure that'll happen. Yeah, but yeah, man. Let me throw this up here. You just holler at me, brother, and I'll be happy to send you anything you'd like to try. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys, we got 15 minutes left. If anybody wants to chime in, here's the link. If not, that's okay. I can keep talking about how great my whiskey is. God, I didn't realize how bad I need a hat. Lord have mercy. Man, that's so good. Mm. Man. I don't know. It's just that candy. It just. Mm. Yeah, guys, feel free if you want. No big deal. Oh, there we go. A little Basset Hound. Oh, man. Oh, God. You're going to make me really do it. I'm right at 310. Yeah. No wonder I live in a condo. I love our condo. And I have a whiskey room in a condo. So, hey. And that's okay. Me and my wife love it. She's got her own bar over there with 4 shelves of whiskey. So, hey, take it or leave it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, yeah. The problem is I'm such great friends with Thomas Carter at B&B. I roll in there and he goes, "Hey, have you tried this? You tried that?" And yeah. Next thing you know, I come home with 2 bottles. Or I do a store pick. That's where I really get my ass in a sling. Because then, 2 months later they come in. I'm like, hello. That's okay. Jenny has, I think, right at 50. But hers is accounted for in my number. Because I buy it. Because I know what she wants. Because she is extremely intimidated about going into a package store. I don't know why. She'll only go in there with me, and she'll pick something up. What do you think of this? And I'm like, yeah. So that sounds good. Let's get that. And that'll be hers. Like she loves Redemption. She loves the Uncle Nearest bottle. She loves Larceny. She loves Old Scout. I'm just looking over there. She loves the barrels. And she loves Moscow Mules and stuff like that. So she's got a lot of good high-end vodkas. Don't tell Fred Minnick. But yeah. 80-20, I'm guessing. That's probably a really good off the top of my head number. I'm saying 80-20 right there. For sure. I think that's pretty spot on. For sure. 80-20. And there's some ryes, man. There's some ryes right now that I am bat nut crazy over. Yeah, barrels are delicious, no doubt. I bought her. Hold on a minute. I'll show you real quick. That was one of her Mother's Day gifts. She loves it. She had a little taste off the neck. She really likes it a whole lot. Yeah, that's the only one I've ever bought. And because everything is so expensive on the barrel end. And I know this one was a whole lot of rye whiskey finish, and rum, Madeira, and apricot brandy barrels. God almighty, I didn't realize the proof was 118. But yeah, I don't remember reading. Seagrass is a blend of American and Canadian rye whiskeys. Man, finished and cast from 3 distinct areas of the world. It highlights the grassy oceanside notes we love in rye and spice of finishing barrels. Is bottle cast strength, well, that explains the damn proof on that. 118. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Talk about me, Mike. What's my crown jewel? Like, I know you're not hearing it live, but tell me what you mean. Like, if the house caught on fire, what's the one I run out the door with? Or what's the bottle I consistently buy over and over? That's okay. It's a good problem. Tell me what you mean, Mike, and I'll show you what that bottle is. Okay, this is going to be. There's a story to this bottle. My son. Let me see if I can explain this without throwing what it is under the bus. My son's father-in-law has great access to whiskeys that I'll never see. I'm sure you know where I'm going with this. It's in this glass cabinet over here, and oh my God, yeah. I don't know if I'm in that boat, Cheech, but I'm gonna tell the story anyway, real quick. I've run about 10 viewers off, but I'm gonna tell the story real quick. So they know how big I'm into this whiskey thing. His father-in-law, Ed, knows how big I am into this whiskey thing. And so let me just grab the bottle. So they came into town from Chattanooga. They live in Chattanooga. They came into town during the holidays, and there was probably 15 of us sitting around the dining room table. And he brings up a shot glass, and he goes, "Hey, Dad, I want you to try this." So I grab the shot glass and I look at it. And it's very dark. And him being the smart ass that he is, I'm thinking, oh God Almighty, it's Fireball, Jameson, and a quarter pint of piss. Yeah, ha ha ha, whatever. So I knows it. I'm like, oh God, barrel, good barrel. And I hit it. I'm like, oh God, that smells good. So I don't shoot it. I take a big swig, and I'm like, wow, that's like nothing I've ever had. I kind of look at him, and he goes, "Did you like it?" And I said, "Well, I'm afraid to say yes or no." I said, "I do like it." And then he sets the bottle down beside of me. So, but everybody's got their phones out, videoing me as I do it. So he sets the bottle down, and this is it. And I've got that much left. So I would never own this if it wasn't for Ed Wade. So anytime anybody comes here, friend, family, and they eyeball it, I give them a shot. I mean, that's what it's for. And I'll hopefully be blessed again to get another bottle. But yeah, that's my story. And I don't promote that bottle on the channel because I know what that's like for everybody else. I just, I've got stuff in that cabinet that most people can't find. I've got 3 bottles of Elmer. I'm just very lucky sometimes. I would buy Elmer, other than 15-year Pappy, I'd buy Elmer tea all day because it's my dad's favorite. And every bottle I get goes to him, and then the next one goes to me. So that's just kind of how I share it. Yeah, anybody wants to come into town, you're welcome to a shot of it. That's just kind of what I do with it. I don't know. That's just me. Yeah, I'm not trying to horn, Mike. You know me well enough that I don't do that. That's the story of the bottle. And her dad, Ed, loves God, he loves 2 or 3. He loves a lot of the expensive Crown. And he loves Blanton's. So I can help him there all day. But yeah, this is once in a lifetime thing for me. There's times I just pick it up and look at it and read it again and just think, why is this so rare? Why can't we do this better? Why can't we get this more accessible to people? And like, why did you pick a picture of your granddad smoking a cigar? Even though that's badass, how did you come up with that? I don't know. Yeah, it to me, Tony, it's more about the story and how it was presented to me, because I never in my wildest dreams think I would ever even be able to pop a lid to, a cork to one of these at any time. That's why it's special. It's not because of what it is. It is, but it's just the whole aspect of, I tell you what's funny about that. Jason C. Mash and Drum about a month ago did a blind, and he had a 23 and a 15 in it. And I sent him a text right when he started, and you can watch the video. I said 23 will finish dead ass last, 15 will finish first, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, it was, to me, it's all about the family side of it. Yeah, if this had been Elmer, it'd have been the same story. Changes nothing. But it just happened to be a 15-year pappy. My dad came down, like I said, Saturday. We had Caroline's graduation party Saturday, because graduation was Sunday on Mother's Day, and nobody could really get here for that. But it's the first time he'd seen all this. And I said, Dad, what do you want to try? I said, anything, whatever you want. He went straight to Elmer. He goes, I don't want that shit. He goes, give me Elmer. I said, okay. So that's what we did. So, yeah, he got the Elmer. All right, guys. It's time for me to hit the fart sack. That way I can get a good 7 hours sleep. Thank you all so much for coming on. Like I said, I love this community so much. And Dave last night gave me shit during Shelf Turd's live feed about the consistent live streams that I do. But hey, I love it, man. This is so much fun. I'm just so thankful and grateful that we have the people that we do here. Everybody here, Tony, Mike, Cheech, John. I'm sure I'm forgetting people, and I'm sorry. Tony Two Toes, Ben Demon Hunter, Livewire, Mike, Libation. Oh, it's just so awesome. I'd do this every night if I didn't have to go to work the next day. But if you haven't subscribed, guys, please sub. Whiskey Knows. If you got any questions, email me. It's there on the screen. Patreon scrolling across the bottom. Like I said, it's $5 and $10. Just do a $5 if you can. I want to build that community so we can have all these live streams together. I'll send tastings out, hats, glassware, everything. Yeah, Ben, you're right, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Cheech. I've had several. I sleep better. Oh, that's a good freeze right there. Me throwing it back. But yeah, guys, Whiskey Encore, get on there. Yeah, join the fun, man. Or actually, Cheech, we could say join the funk. Yeah, please, guys. It's awesome. We have a blast. And me and Jenny going to do live stream day after tomorrow. We're going to hit that Booker's. She's never had it. So yeah, email me any questions. Awesome. Guys, I love you. I've said this before, and I'll consistently say it from here on. If you got any prayer requests, I don't mean to be weird, email me. That's just who we are. So yeah, and those will always stay private. So yeah, thank you all. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Cheech, Ben, everybody. Yeah, guys, right there it is. Before we go, click it, sub, get on there. All right, guys, I'll see you in a couple days. Cheers. Love you all. Thank you so much.